Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, in whichever time you're watching this. Welcome to SSC, Sikkim, Static and Current, your one place for general knowledge, history, and current affairs of Sikkim. In this video, we will do the detailed analysis of the remaining 7 out of 16 general awareness questions related to Sikkim asked in Sub-Inspector Main Written Examination 2019. We have analyzed 10 questions in the previous video, that is video 5. We will analyze 7 questions in today's video, that's video 6, and the remaining 6 questions we will be doing in the next video, that is video 7, completing all 23 questions. There were a total of 23 questions which were asked from Sikkim in this examination, which carried more than 20% of the marks weightage in the general awareness section. This video is the 6th video of 25 video lecture series of solved SPSC Sikkim GS questions. The first 5 videos have already been uploaded in this channel, in which I have done the analysis of questions asked in 4 important SPSC papers. If you have not watched it, please do it after seeing this video. If you are an aspirant for any government exam, a researcher, or an enthusiast of Sikkim's GK, follow SSC Sikkim to quench your thirst of general awareness. Let us take a brief overview of this session. At first, we will have the analysis of the 7 GS questions asked in Sub-Inspector Main Written Exam 2019, which is part 2, part 1 being already done in the previous video. Followed by, we will have 5 practice questions from the previous session, that is video 5. And in the last, we will have the question of the session. Let me recite a small prayer before starting this session. O Holy Spirit, we pray for you to be with us everywhere, guiding each step in our learning. Put your righteousness in our hearts and your words on our lips to lead us to the virtuous path of divine purpose. With this, let us begin this session. The first question of this session, which was asked in the SI exam, is when did Sikkim attain the Nirmal state status with 100% sanitation cover? So in one of the following years, Sikkim had attained Nirmal state status, that is Nirmal Rajya Puraskar. So when was Sikkim given that Nirmal Rajya status? So this is a pretty straightforward question. We will not go into deep of this. The correct answer of this question is 8th December 2008. So in 8th December 2008, Sikkim was awarded Nirmal Rajya status with 100% sanitation cover. So here you can see in December 8, 2008, former President Pratibha Devi Singh Patil conferred the Nirmal Rajya Award to Sikkim Chief Minister Pawan Chamling for successful implementation of demand-driven and people-centered sanitation program. So Sikkim attained Nirmal Rajya status with 100% sanitation cover in the year 2008. So you need to remember the date as well, because here are 2 options which contains 2008. One is 10th January and the other is 8th December. So the correct answer is 8th December 2008. So you need to remember the month as well along with the year, that is 2008. So Sikkim was given Nirmal state status in the year 2008 in 8th December. Let us proceed to the next question. The next question is, which national park has been announced as the India's first mixed heritage site by UNESCO? The options are Kanchenjunga National Park, Kaziranga National Park, Gir Forest Reserve and National Park, and Ranthambore Tiger Reserve. So before knowing which is the correct answer, let us discuss the location of all these national parks. So Kanchenjunga National Park, it's in Sikkim. As we all know, Kanchenjunga is the 3rd highest peak of the world and it is located in Sikkim. And the national park associated with it is Kanchenjunga National Park. The other national park, that is Kaziranga National Park, it is in Assam. Followed by the other national park, that is Gir Forest Reserve and National Park, it is in Gujarat. And the last, that is Ranthambore Tiger Reserve, it is in Rajasthan. So out of these 4 national parks, which park has been announced as India's first mixed world heritage site by UNESCO? So it is obvious, as we are discussing Sikkim GS questions, so this question must be related to Sikkim, right? So the correct answer to this question is Kanchenjunga National Park. So A is the correct answer, which means Kanchenjunga National Park is the first mixed world heritage site by UNESCO. Kanchenjunga National Park was given this status in the year 2016. Let us see. Kanchenjunga National Park, also known as Kanchenjunga Biosphere Reserve, is a national park and a biosphere reserve located in Sikkim, India. It was inscribed to the UNESCO World Heritage Site in July 2016, as we have already discussed, becoming the first mixed heritage site of India. So Kanchenjunga National Park, which is in Sikkim, is the first mixed heritage site by UNESCO. The other park, that is Kaziranga, is in Assam, Gir Forest Reserve is in Gujarat, and Ranthambore Tiger Reserve is in Rajasthan. So let us go to the next question. So another question is, Sutput Namgyal shifted the capital to Tumlong from Rabdense because Sikkim had four capitals. The first capital of Sikkim was Yoksum, the second capital of Sikkim was Rabdense, the third capital of Sikkim was Tumlong, and the last capital of Sikkim, which is the current capital of Sikkim, it is Gangtok. Right? So the question has been asked that Sutput Namgyal, that is the Chogyal of Sikkim, shifted the capital to Tumlong from Rabdense. So from Rabdense, that is the second capital of Sikkim, the third capital of Sikkim was made Tumlong. Who did this? This was done by Sutput Namgyal. So the question is, what is the reason of this? What is the reason of shifting this capital? So the options are, it had become unsafe due to its proximity to the Nepal border. Second option is, it did not have orchids. Third option is, it was captured by Bhutanese. And the fourth option is, it was not liked by his queens. See, you can eliminate some options from here, like it did not have orchids. This is a silly option, right? Just because the place doesn't have any kind of flowers, there's no point in shifting the capital. So B is ruled out. And option number D is, it was not liked by his queens. So this is also kind of silly reason to shift any capital, right? So shifting a capital is a very huge thing, and just because queen doesn't like the capital, it does not seem logical to shift the capital just because the capital was not liked by the queens, right? So this option can also be ruled out. Both options B and D cannot be our answer. So the obvious answer, that is, it had been unsafe due to its proximity to the Nepal border. This can be our answer. This is one of the standard reason. And the other is, it was captured by Bhutanese. This can also be the reason. Okay. So here you can see on the table, the first capital of Sikkim was Yoksum. Who made the capital of Sikkim as Yoksum? It was set up by Phuntsog Namgyal. Who was Phuntsog Namgyal? He was the first Chogyal of Sikkim. And the second capital of Sikkim was Rabdense. The capital was shifted from Yoksum to Rabdense in the year 1670. This question can be asked in exam, so you need to remember this. When was the first shifting done? It was done in the year 1670. From where to where? It was done from Yoksum to Rabdense. Now, who shifted it? It was shifted by Tensung Namgyal. Okay, he was also the Chogyal at that time, that is in the time of 1670. And the third capital, which is Tumlong, which is our matter of concern, as we are discussing a question related to this, the third capital, which is Tumlong, it was shifted from Rabdense to Tumlong in the year 1793. Who shifted it? It was Sutput Namgyal. So the question has already said that it was shifted by Sutput Namgyal in which year? 1793. Now what was the reason? As Rabdense Palace was repeatedly attacked by Nepali royal army, the palace being close to the Nepal border. So our answer to this question is, it had become unsafe due to its proximity to the Nepal border, right? This is the reason, as Rabdense Palace was repeatedly attacked by Nepal royal army. Why it was repeatedly attacked? Because the palace was close to the Nepal border. So Sutput Namgyal was forced to shift his capital from Rabdense to Tumlong as a means of protection from the Nepal army. So the correct answer to this question is option number A. It had become unsafe due to its proximity to the Nepal border. So this is our answer. Now, which is the fourth capital of Sikkim? It is Gangtok, which is the current capital. When was it shifted? When was the capital of Sikkim shifted from Tumlong to Gangtok? It was in the year 1894. And who shifted it? It was shifted by Thutop Namgyal. Okay, he too was the Chogyal of Sikkim. So let us revise once. The first capital of Sikkim was Yoksum. It was set up by Phuntsog Namgyal, who was the first Chogyal of Sikkim. The second capital of Sikkim was Rabdense, and the capital of Sikkim from Yoksum to Rabdense was shifted in the year 1670, and it was shifted by Tensung Namgyal. The third capital of Sikkim was Tumlong. The capital of Sikkim was shifted from Rabdense to Tumlong in the year 1793 by Sutput Namgyal. And what was the reason for this? As Rabdense Palace was close to Nepal border and there were high chances that Nepalese army would attack the palace frequently. So Sutput Namgyal was forced to shift the capital from Rabdense to Tumlong. And finally, in the year 1894, Thutop Namgyal shifted the capital of Sikkim from Tumlong to Gangtok, which is the current capital of Sikkim till date. So please remember these dates. In 1670, by Tensung Namgyal, capital was shifted from Yoksum to Rabdense. In 1793, by Sutput Namgyal, the capital was shifted from Rabdense to Tumlong. And in the year 1894, by Thutop Namgyal, the capital of Sikkim was shifted from Tumlong to Gangtok. I hope this is clear. So before discussing other questions, if in any near future you need to revise this lecture, you may not need to watch this video again. Instead, a PDF of this PowerPoint presentation have been compiled for you, which you can download it from the PDF by link given in the description box of this video, which will just cost you 15 rupees. If you buy this PDF, it would be a great support to us, which would motivate us to bring this kind of videos in future. Please download the PDF after this session and extend your support to us. Let us go to the next question. The next question, which was asked in SI police exam, is that the total number of recognized official languages in Sikkim is option number A, 2 languages, B, 5 languages, is it C, 12 languages, or is it D, 11 languages? So which of the following options is true? Let us see. Modern Sikkim is a multi-ethnical and multilingual Indian state. The official languages of state are English, Nepali, Sikkimese, and Lepcha. Sikkimese here means Bhutia language. Okay. Additional official languages include Gurung, Limbu, Mangar, Mukhia, Newari, Rai, Sherpa, and Tamang for the purpose of preservation of culture and tradition in the state. So the primary 4 official languages are English, Nepali, Sikkimese, that is Bhutia, and Lepcha. But in addition, other languages are also the official languages of Sikkim, including Gurung, Limbu, Mangar, Mukhia, Newari, Rai, Sherpa, and Tamang. So if we count this, English 1, Nepali 2, Sikkimese 3, Lepcha 4, Gurung 5, Limbu 6, Mangar 7, Mukhia 8, Newari 9, Rai 10, Sherpa 11, and Tamang 12. So total of 12 languages are there. So our correct answer is option number C, that is 12 languages. So there are 12 official languages in Sikkim. I hope this is clear. Let us go to the next question. The next question is, dress regulation and fingerprint section in the Sikkim Police Department was first introduced by, is it option A, Sri S. Datta Chaudhary, option B, Sri Mohinder Singh, option C, Sri H.C. Datta, and option D, Sri S.K. Anand. Let us see this. Till the early 30s, the highest post in the police hierarchy was Senior Sub-Inspector. A post of Police Inspector was created in 1934. So please remember, when was the post of Police Inspector created in Sikkim? This can be asked. So the answer is 1934. It was only in 1949 that the force came to be looked after by the officers from India on deputation. The first officer in the rank of Superintendent of Police was Sri H.C. Datta. So here comes an important question. Who was the first officer in the rank of Superintendent of Police? He was H.C. Datta. Okay, so this question can also be asked. Where was he posted? He was posted in Sikkim for short time, for hardly a year. Sri Shivraj Singh came in next 1950 and continued till 1952. Sri Mohinder Singh was the first Commissioner of Police who joined in 1953. So this becomes important. Who was the first Commissioner of Police from Sikkim? So till now we have read that a post of Police Inspector was created in the year 1934. And another thing we have read is the first officer in the rank of Superintendent of Police, that is SP, was Sri H.C. Datta. So this question can be asked. And the third important thing is Sri Mohinder Singh was the first Commissioner of Police who joined in 1953. So 3 important points we have discussed. And till his tenure in 1960, set up the traffic branch, the checkpost branch, and the intelligence branch, and the fire brigade. So this can also be asked that who established traffic branch, checkpost branch, the intelligence branch, or the fire brigade in Sikkim? So the answer would be Sri Mohinder Singh, who was the first Commissioner of Police in 1953. So let us read further. Officers from Eastern Frontier Rifles were brought on deputation to Sikkim Police to man outposts in the interiors. Sri Bajrang Dal headed the force from 1961 to 1967. This isn't important. Sri S.K. Anand gave Sikkim Police its dress regulation and also set up the fingerprint section. So here is our answer, that who was the officer to give dress regulation and to set up fingerprint section? He was Mr. S.K. Anand. So the correct answer to this question is Sri S.K. Anand. Okay, this question was asked in SI Police, and all the things we have discussed just now above this can also be asked. So all these things becomes important. So if you are downloading this PDF, please read it carefully. This part of article will be included in the PDF as well. Okay. So if you can't remember all these things right now, you can revise it later. Let us read further if there is anything important. Sri S. Datta Chaudhary was instrumental in raising Sikkim Armed Police. This was the first time when Sikkim was in turmoil. There were widespread and violent protest and demonstration against the monarchy in the state. Sikkim Police did a commendable job in preventing the complete breakdown of law and order. So nothing much is important below this. All important things from this article we have already discussed. So please read this part of article carefully. This article was taken from the official website of sikkimpolice.nic.in. Let us go to the next question. Which is the largest Buddhist monastery in Sikkim? A pretty straightforward question, but important question. Because for one of the many reasons for which Sikkim is known in India, it's for its monasteries and religious significance. Okay, so whenever we talk about monasteries in Sikkim, this become important. So the question is, which is the largest Buddhist monastery in Sikkim? The options are: A, is it Rumtek Monastery? B, is it Pema Yangtze Monastery? C, is it Inche Monastery? Or D, is it Phodang Monastery? So before answering this question, let us check the location of these places. So where is Rumtek Monastery? Rumtek Monastery, it's in East Sikkim, that is near to Gangtok, right? And Rumtek Monastery is also known as Dharma Chakra Center. Okay, Dharma Chakra Center. So it is also known by another name, that is Dharma Chakra Center. So it can be asked that which Buddhist monastery is also known as Dharma Chakra Center. Your answer would be Rumtek Monastery. And this Rumtek Monastery belongs to which sect of Buddhism? Okay, which Buddhism sect? So if it is being asked, your answer would be Karma Kagyu sect. Okay, this is a sect of Buddhism, that is Karma Kagyu sect. Karma Kagyu sect of Tibetan Buddhism. And who was the founder of Rumtek Monastery? This can also be asked. Okay, so the founder of Rumtek Monastery is Wangchuk Dorji. Okay, Wangchuk Wangchuk Dorji. He was ninth Karmapa Lama. Okay, he was ninth Karmapa Lama. And the final point, that is, when was Rumtek Monastery inaugurated? So it was inaugurated in the year 1966. So let us revise. Where is Rumtek Monastery? It's in East Sikkim, that is near to Gangtok. By which other name it is known as? It is known as Dharmachakra Center. Which Buddhism sect does it belong to? It belongs to Karma Kagyu Buddhism sect, Tibetan Buddhism sect of Karma Kagyu. Who was the founder of Rumtek Monastery? He was Wangchuk Dorji, who was ninth Karmapa Lama. And the final point is, when was it inaugurated? It was inaugurated in the year 1966. So we have discussed Rumtek Monastery. And where is Pema Yangtze Monastery? I think you all know Pema Yangtze Monastery. It's in West Sikkim. Okay, it's in West Sikkim, that is Peling. Okay, it's in West Sikkim, that is Peling. Where is Inche Monastery? I think you all know Inche Monastery is in Gangtok itself. It's in East Sikkim. And where is Phodang Monastery? Now Phodang Monastery, it is also in Gangtok. Okay, 38 kilometers from Gangtok. 38 kilometers from Gangtok is the location of Phodang Monastery. And this Phodang Monastery, okay, this Phodang Monastery was founded by, it was founded by the Chogyal of Sikkim. Which Chogyal of Sikkim? He was Gyurmit Namgyal. Okay, he was Gyurmit Namgyal who founded Phodang Monastery. And one very important point, this Phodang Monastery is different from Phodong Monastery. Okay, Phodong. Phodong Monastery is different and Phodang Monastery is different. So we'll keep our discussions of monasteries till here only. Please write in the comment box that if you want the detailed discussion on all the monasteries of Sikkim. If you all wish, I will bring out a separate videos related to monasteries of Sikkim after this SPSC series. So we still haven't got our answer, that which is the largest Buddhist monastery in Sikkim. So let me break the silence. So the answer is Rumtek Monastery. I think you all have guessed right, because I have discussed Rumtek Monastery in so much detail. So this must be our answer, right? So the largest Buddhist monastery in Sikkim is Rumtek Monastery. Okay, the largest monastery. And other monastery, that is Pema Yangtze, it's in West Sikkim, Peling. Inche Monastery, it's in Gangtok. And Phodang Monastery is also in Gangtok, 38 kilometers from Gangtok. Phodang Monastery was founded by the Chogyal of Sikkim, that is Gyurmit Namgyal. And Phodang Monastery is different from Phodong Monastery. Let us proceed to the next question. So another question which was asked in SI Police is, Treaty of Sugauli and Treaty of Titalia were signed after which war? I think you all know this because we have already discussed these things in detail, right? We have discussed in detail about Treaty of Sugauli and Treaty of Titalia in the previous videos, so I will not go into detail. So when was Treaty of Sugauli signed? It was signed in 1816. And when was Treaty of Titalia signed? It was signed in 1817. And Treaty of Sugauli was signed between British East India Company and Nepal, and Treaty of Titalia was signed between East India Company and Sikkim, that is Chogyal of Sikkim. And both of these treaties were signed after the Anglo-Nepalese War of 1814 to 1816. What happened in this war? In this war, after Nepal was defeated by the British, Nepal had returned all the Sikkimese territories which had been annexed by Nepal from Sikkim after losing in this Anglo-Nepalese War through the Treaty of Sugauli in the 1816. And in the year 1817, by Treaty of Titalia, British gave the lands which we got from Nepal after Anglo-Nepalese War back to Sikkim. So the correct answer to this question is after the Anglo-Nepalese War of 1814 to 1816, Treaty of Sugauli and Treaty of Titalia was signed. So if you want the detailed discussion of all the treaties and agreements related to Sikkim, please refer to the previous videos in which I have discussed all these things in detail. So with this, we complete the discussion of the 7 questions asked in SI Police exam. The remaining 6 questions we will be doing in the next video, completing all 23 questions. Now it is time for 5 practice questions from the previous lecture, that is video 5. There is a small contest for answering this question. The first 3 correct answers in the comment box will get free PDF for the last 3 lectures, that is video 4, video 5 and video 6 till now. Okay, what are the terms and conditions for this contest? You need to answer all 5 questions correctly, and the second condition is you need to mention your email or WhatsApp with the answer where your free PDF will be sent if shortlisted. So here are the 5 practice questions from the previous lecture, that is video 5. The first question is, in addition to the Nepali language, which 2 languages were added to the 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution in 1992 by 71st Amendment Act? The second question is, when did Sikkim government bring Sikkim Forest Tree Amity and Reverence Rules notification? The third question is, Tawang Monastery is in Sikkim. True or false? Justify your answer. The fourth question is, Sikkim is the Indian state with largest number of SC seats in Lok Sabha. True or false? Justify your answer. And the fifth and the last question is, where in Sikkim was the first Sikkim police posted in 1897? So these are the 5 practice questions. Please answer this in the comment box. Now it is time to answer the question of the session which was asked in video 5. In video 5, you were asked as the question of the session to identify this personality. There is a person in this picture, so you were needed to identify who this person is. So let me reveal you the identity of this person. So the name of this person on the picture is Sandeep Gurum, aka Omi Gurum. So he is Sandeep Gurum, also known as Omi Gurum. Okay, he is a fashion designer and a social entrepreneur from Sikkim. So let us read some additional facts about him. So Omi Gurum was one of the 50 voices of young environmentalists from South Asia and Southeast Asia in the global campaign known as My Future, My Voice, organized by Earth Day Network to mark the 50th anniversary of Earth Day in 22nd April 2020. So the name of the person in the picture is Omi Gurum. Let us see who have answered this question correctly. SSC Sikkim would like to congratulate Mr. Siva Prasad Sharma, who have given correct answer to the question of the session by identifying the person in the picture correctly as Omi Gurum, and he has been eligible for getting the free PDF of the SPSC series for this entire 25 sessions. So a big congrats to Siva Prasad Sharma. So let us see the question of this session. So if you want to win free PDF for all the sessions like Siva Prasad Sharma, you need to answer the question of the session, and if you become the first person, that is, if your answer is the first correct answer in the comment box, you will be getting free PDF for all 25 lectures of SPSC series. What are the terms for this contest? The first condition is you need to answer this question correctly, and the second condition is you need to mention your email or the WhatsApp with the answer where your free PDFs will be sent if shortlisted. So let us see the question of this session. A pretty straightforward question. Name the last 3 Chogyals of Sikkim. So you need to name who were the last 3 Chogyals of Sikkim. Simple question and easy to answer. So with this, we complete the session. If you wish to download the PDF of this session, you can always click the PDF by link in the description. In the next video, we will meet with the analysis of the remaining Sikkim GS questions asked in Sub-Inspector exam, completing all the 23 questions. Till then, take care and stay safe and joyful. Don't forget to subscribe the channel for all the future updates. Thank you so much.